Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming this evening. As you know that Parliament last year, or this year I should say, earlier this year, approved the Online Safety Act. And as you know, government had brought about this particular, originally the bill. He was very concerned about some of the online messaging, the visuals that were online, in particular the exploitation of children, the exploitation of women in particular. And the Online Safety Act will come into effect from the 1st of January 2019, which is next week on Tuesday. And we're happy to announce to you that the Commissioner as provided for under the Online Safety Act will be Anne Christine Dunn, who is here with us. We'll get Anne to say a few words too. But as you know, just to highlight to you, the main objectives of the actual act is to promote responsible online behavior and online safety, promote a safe online culture and environment that addresses cyberbullying, cyber stalking, internet trolling and exposure to offensive or harmful content, particularly in respect of children, deter harm caused to individuals by electronic communications, and provide an efficient means of redress for such individuals. So ladies and gentlemen, this will be of course one of the key objectives of the Commission. The Commission of course is going to promote online safety, is going to organize awareness and education programs including the provision of online safety material, receive complaints in relation to electronic communication that causes or intends to cause harm, assess and provide advice in relation to any query or complaint submitted to the Commission, investigate complaints and seek to resolve such complaints as appropriate, consult and work with relevant agencies, organizations or governments for the purpose of the Act, advise the Minister on any matters pertaining to online safety, and of course fulfill the functions within the Act itself. So ladies and gentlemen, as discussed with the Commissioner Anne Dunn, that the Commission office initially will be situated up on level 9 on this building where COP23 used to be, the COP23 Secretariat. So those offices are vacant, they'll be situated there. And you'll find that in the next, in the new year, they'll be giving out a lot more information in respect of how the Commission will function and what the Commissioner actually intends to do. I'll pass on now to Commissioner Anne Dunn. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think, as stated before, the main idea of the Commission is to be able to assist and promote on online safety. And I think one thing that we've seen throughout this year is that there's such an intense platform of being able to speak or do things online and not having any sort of repercussion for your actions, whereas if you had spoken in public or if you had spoken to the person directly, there would have been something else, or there would have been an entirely different situation. And so with the Commission, it's here to help. The Commission itself is here to promote and to be able to advocate and raise awareness to online safety and being able to have a platform to raise your concerns. And within the next few weeks, within the first few weeks, one thing that we're really hoping to do is to be able to raise the awareness of where the Commission is located, which is on level 9 of Suvo House, and the phone numbers and the different contact details that you would be able to reach out for. Thank you.
Thank you. And just for information, as you know, in the budget we had allocated $300,000 for the Commission to carry out its functions. The Commission is, if you look at the budget estimates, it's listed under the independent commissions. And that money will of course facilitate the payment of the salary of the Commissioner, will of course facilitate any of the expenses, for example in advertisement campaigns. Will of course need to in due course hire new staff. But in the meantime, the Commissioner has spoken to the Solicitor General from the Aiyaz Chambers to provide assistance in terms of administrative matters, etc. But we look forward to all members of the public, in particular youth, coming forward. We know there's a lot of issues, in particular pertaining to personal photographs, When people are in relationships, they share personal photographs, they get photographs taken, they give their consent for that particular photograph, for example, to be taken. But when the couple or friends aren't together anymore, then without their consent, then those photographs are published online, and sometimes of course to the causing a lot of emotional distress and harm, and of course it can cause a lot of psychological harm too. So this is what the Commissioner Anne is here to deal with. If you see the intent of the law is not necessarily going around with a big stick, but to bring parties together. There's also a particular provision in the Act where she actually mediates and gets the parties to be able to resolve those matters. We've had, as highlighted when we tabled the actual bill preceding the Act, we've had instances where, for example, people unknowingly had cameras put in their bathrooms or their bedrooms, and then people, of course, as you would expect them to change their clothes or be nude, that was being streamed live and online. Those are the sorts of things that we need to obviously stop and create awareness about, and we need to ensure that people are given some form of comfort and solace, and that's what the Commissioner will do through her commission. We're also looking at helping the Commissioner develop relationships with other commissions in other parts of the world. Like, for example, there's an equivalent in New Zealand, there's an equivalent in Australia. So the government will be helping the Commission to reach out to those organizations to actually help them and give them the material and also the specific know-how, because the Commission obviously is a new Commission. And we look forward to all the public support to work with Commissioner Dunn to ensure that we have a very good quality, good standards, and everybody's able to have a good experience in cyberspace and not feel harassed, etc. We are very concerned about the exploitation of children, and we don't want that to happen. Of course, we need to protect our weak and our vulnerable, and this is what the Commission is here for. And we look forward to the media support, to support Commissioner Dunn in her work, to create the awareness. We've had discussions also. Commissioner Dunn will also be reaching out through the various media organizations and having talk shows, etc., to create the public awareness.
I think one of the other ways also, in addition to creating awareness through the media, is being able to speak at the different schools and just being able to raise it, whether at university or even at secondary school. But because the target is for this Online Safety Act to benefit especially children in particular, this is ranging from university students as well, down to the youngest of our nation. And so just being able to protect them and being able to provide a space where they can come with their concerns and being able to interact online in a safe manner.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? No? Okay. Thank you very much. I wish you all a happy new year. Thank you. Naka. Thank you.